Hi, I think my issue is dealing with non-democratic government, political issues. Um, so in reflect to that after um, reading MLK String of Love or Gift of Love, um, I think I really appreciate pretty much all of his sermon is very biblical based or driven. Um, and it make it really strong to people who value scripture heavily, like people from my background, and really like how he inspire people need to be have a tough mind but a tender heart. So when I try to read into a little bit more, uh, the phrase or the terms that I may associate with maybe independent and critical thinking, think hard, um, have discernment, or maybe this spiritual discernment. At the same time, um, very compassionate, uh, loving heart, um, easy to move by maybe people's pain. So that's pretty much that kind of how God's want us to be as well. But lots of time it may happen within the followers of the church, not so much getting out of it. But I think the tender heart um, is compared to tender heart and tough mind. Tender heart seems like maybe the more difficult thing to overcome. And sorry. And the second thing is the attitude toward um, others, um, especially the enemy, as us not to hate, or not to like either. So he make a very good um, difference between like and love. Love take energies, determination, strength. Um, yeah, sometimes Christian may show people like they are just know how to pray but not doing anything with strength. But that really take determination when you love your enemy, and seems like that love theme is really strong in this book. Um, but I think that's kind of really true too. It's it's like a special weapon. I think it can melt the opposite side peoples. If you go, if they are strong, you go strong. Like you only can crash really bad. Both each people like both sides would get hurt badly, and I think in kung fu or something. So they are other way. When they go hard, you go soft. When they go soft, you go hard. So that kind of dissolves the thing better. And also, um, um, at the end, who is your enemy, or are there any enemy? Um, it may be your neighbors. Sometimes even he used the Good Samaritan example, um, and in that example, I mean, I can really identify like things still happen like 50 years ago, because you are from that camp. We are not going to serve you. We're not going to help you, um, and he wouldn't do a personal attack on those kind of things. He would MLK would blame it on like people have spiritual blindness, just like Paul. So that's pretty strong. So the focus is not really personal. Um, I know it's easy to do personal attack, so you have focus, so it stir up all the hatred. But yeah, when you need to think tough, um, critical, yeah, that may not be uh, the way to go when we want to find opposition. And it shouldn't be that uh, dichotomy, like set up like that way too. And the book also cover about like the fear, like in the knocking on the door, and like when we don't see hope, but God is able. That's that other chapter that mentioned. So when I after reading all this, I am just imagining like how would a Christ-driven social movement, maybe a protest, not necessarily, but maybe an occupation movement. So probably maybe a prayer with Christian or with non-Christian, really driven by love but not hatred. So we wouldn't really have angry protester like you see on TV all the time. It's caring and no personal attack, but um, love. And I kind of see something similar like that in the umbrella movement in Hong Kong. So that's kind of interesting. I think um, people are already doing it. Yeah. So thank you.